The three keys to a successful relationship. Let's kick it, y'all. What up, y'all? It's your boy KYL coming to you with another hot video. Tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about the three keys to having a successful relationship. And these keys, these jewels I'm about to drop, you can use them in every aspect of life, work, friendship, etc. But I'm speaking more so towards, the love relationship. So, the three keys: loyalty, shadow self, and unconditional love. So the first thing is loyalty. I would just say, what is probably the most loved pet on this earth? A dog, right? So I would say mimic the dog as far as your loyalty. Every time you walk in the door, the dog is always the same. No matter how you treat the dog or where you come up short at, the love is always the same. Yes, you feel me? So, and that dog is always gonna ride for you. So be loyal like the dog. Secondly, get to know you and your shadow self. That way you can let the one you love know you and your shadow self. And that right there will make things just go so smooth. Because we've been indoctrinated into a world where we all have to think the same. And if you don't think like the other person think, or like that group think, then you're ostracized, judged, discriminated against, etc., etc. So we develop early on the skill to be fake. You know what I'm saying? To be an actor, unconsciously. In family relationship, love relationships, we'll do whatever that the other person, that we think that will make them happy, whether we want to do it or not. And see, what ends up happening is when you go against your shadow like that and you're being fake, what'll happen is in that relationship, there will be a lot of disappointments because you won't always be able to come through because you're not being 100%. If you just be 100% all the time, if you're feeling a certain way, if you're not feeling a certain way, don't try to just roll with your partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let your partner know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Be real. Let them know who your shadow is. And then that way, you know what I'm saying? You always know what you're dealing with. You feel me? Although it's all an act, but still, with Donald Trump, for example, outside of the act, he's him. He do him. You understand what I'm saying? He speak his mind. So you always know where he's coming from in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't get it twisted. Politics is all a game. It's like a movie. You understand what I'm saying? But just making that example, if you know somebody like that who just speaks their mind, is like, I bet you're more comfortable with them because you know how to take them, whether you like what they're saying or not. But you at least know where they're coming from. So again, shadow self, that's very important. And I believe I have a video on here in my archives on the shadow self. I'm not sure. I think I do. I think I have a video by Alan Watts in my archives on the shadow. If not, I'll definitely do a video just specifically focusing on the shadow. Next, unconditional. And again, I can go to the dog, but I always like to use the example of mom and her child. man. And you know what? And ironically, so I was watching this series last night, one of my favorite series called One Step Beyond. It's similar to Twilight Zone, but it's much better because they actually use true historical events when they're making their show. So I love One Step Beyond. But good example, and I wish I would have thought about that before I made this video. But so in this episode I watched last night, this mom, her son was born like half like sea being, right? And it's like, listen, she loved that baby. Her husband was like, listen, we're either gonna send him away or I'm gone. Man, she ain't even say nothing. She turned her back on her boy and went on to her son, the fish boy. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, no matter what, her love for the fish boy, I'm just gonna call him the fish boy, was just undying. You know what I'm saying? And that's how your love should be. It should be unconditional. And again, because that's what love is. And again, we've been taught that love is, oh, he bought me a car, oh, he bought me a ring, or she did this for me, she did that for me. No, love is love. Love just is. You feel me? Like, for example, like, not to be graphic, but I love head. It's certain things that I just love. But if my girl isn't giving me like these things that I want all the time, like, I'm not just gonna stop loving her or feel some kind of way, or if she come up, you know what I'm saying? That's not love. So just saying that to say, y'all, the 3 keys to a successful relationship is loyalty, being true to your shadow self, and being love, being unconditional love, which we were taught not to be. You feel me? That's why 90% of 90% of marriages end in divorce, if people are even getting married anymore. You feel me? It's your boy YL. Hope y'all having a good one. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.